Well, talking with that lady didn't help a lot. Did I discuss? Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, there's two things, actually three things we need to do. We have an extra point. I put it in endurance. I think I'm gonna try to just talk with the body again. Not talk, interact. You know what I mean. Interact with the body. See if I can goddamn put it down.
There he still is, looking right through.
Let's take away the jacket. Let's put endurance. Make sure that we don't have anything that could take away endurance. It doesn't seem like it. Alright, you Kuno. Anything to say about the body or anything else?
Does Kuno care?
Oh yeah, you got the empathy
Kuno
thing.
doesn't...
Okay, we can try that later. Alright, let's try the body.
There he still is.
Please.
Looking right. Ha ha ha. Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse.
God
There's nothing more to
fucking
throw up
damn
now.
it.
All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
Fuck. Just
Little
cry.
black bubbles pop on the corpse's lips. Decay liquid, like tar.
Okay.
It's like he's gurgling.
I don't want to spend the point into another cabinet thought just to compress my shit, you know?
Officer,
What do I do
you just
now?
need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long.
You can open this white check again by go.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The blood.
It's not going anywhere, but goddamn it is it. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm telling you, I'm getting this stupid body out of this goddamn tree. I'm gonna get some goddamn ammonia. I got the money. I don't care if I don't care how all a long day to make money. I think I forgot to drop my cans anyway.
Your bottles
50 cents, good enough. Do we have ammonia here? No,
to
this
the left.
This is where we got the jacket that we buy
A
legally.
small cabinet on the wall is
No
filled with
spare.
various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
Where's the ammonia, lady?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles.
Not right now. Fuck, man. Okay. Well, fuck me then. I will. You know what? It's fine. I didn't want to check the stupid body. You know why? Because we are trying to. I might as well put that below me. We were gonna try to get into the goddamn compound anyway. Hello, mañana. Anything to say before I talk with the big man?
Hola, wandering man.
No. Okay. All right. All right. In case of strike, please press button behind guard. Okay. Hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. God damn it. Fine. Looking monolithic. Alright, yeah, there's only one guy to talk to, I guess.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Measurehead. I heard a lot about you, sir.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Say nothing. Size him up at first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Ham sandwich is a great insult for white people. Puff out your chest.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stocks of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic. and you feel your blood pressure rise.
God damn, I'm just standing up.
Stop it. You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
My what? What? I'm not even gonna say that word. That sounded so wrong.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Wow. Older woman with strong maternal instinct. God damn.
Look, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard.
Oh,
Maybe you
shut
can
up.
Ask him to leave.
What do you mean my body betrays my whatever?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorted in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat. Do I smell that bad? Is it the second day?
Of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, what is Al-Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Do you mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant.
He nods approvingly. Well, why do you just say so?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
That doesn't sound right.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot say about the Ilmaran, but yeah, even in lore, it's like the Ilmaran people did not invent alcohol. It existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and the Rolam and Rul have fed your people. Go on believing in it. Raise loser.
Man, you need to stop browsing Reddit and Facebook, my dude. Holy shit. I don't think that's how history works. I'm beating him mentally with logic and facts.
Why don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
Stop talking about my penis. The Bay looks at him with eyes full of admiration that transcend the mere sexuality.
This is going well for Measurehead.
Smells your breath. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a servant of all Ghul, but I still need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Good.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
That fat racist over there, point to the racist lorry man. You're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race.
No, no, they were not. No, they were not. What do you mean craniology? That shit is like old-fashioned. So old-fashioned.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I mean,
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach.
it's just out of reach, man. I don't want to hear this about the ham sandwich or the Ilmaras or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Come on, I just need to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the arbor.
I'm not drunk. I haven't been for 2 days. Or a day and a half. Or a day and a couple of hours, I guess. Push him out of the way. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but... Ow!
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Alright. What's wrong with homosexuality? You know?
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory.
Man, I don't want to do
Take it
that.
as one of his own.
He has a couple of good points and a good jabs, but most of them is just bullshit and misinformation. Doesn't mean I have to become a Semini supremacist myself.
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Ooh, not even a regular racist, just an advanced racist. I mean, you serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they, white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eye towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you, but I am right, you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism.
What do you mean you're in
the
it? Isn't this the Union that is leaning more to communism?
Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance. Just like the rest of your ham-colored.
Hey bro, there's nothing wrong with some rock and roll.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Okay, I'll ask. Who are the Seminese?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams.
Genetic dreams, of course.
I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pay.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He cranes his head.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminese. You're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some getting into it if you move a little bit. Kane, what do you think about this? I need an opinion. I need a level-headed opinion for a moment.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
he's just better because he's not being racist against you. At least not much.
That will be
That would be a lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
Oh, please don't say that.
the lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Ugh, I can subscribe to his advanced race theory, but I don't know if I want to do that. Know anything about this mug? Show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This is your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Alright. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
But you're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonies. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
And there's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
So that's why they're falling into all ghoul and I guess these women are not that, I guess. What do you mean?
Find out for yourself, endomorphic blub.
Interesting.
It is kinda interesting. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestured towards the lorryman down the street. Races are generally not very good examples of the race. Man, that is actually a great quote. I can agree with that.
I am not like them. I am craniometric.
And
perfection.
we go off the deep end.
I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Your earlobes are too big.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Yes.
Are you sure? I mean, the jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes. Grumpy.
Jesus Christ.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
The tattoo of his stone face briefly formed a smile. Wow.
You have him off guard now. He's preoccupied with this situation with his woman.
Man, I really want to hurt him. Yeah, we know that's what's gonna happen.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Ah, fuck you.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
Kim is just leaning down, just looking at the heart and like, it's not my problem.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I won't fucking say anything.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Alright, well.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Oh, come on, Kim.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
But I was fighting bad, unsavory ideology. I'm a hero.
We're not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than
Yep.
it already is.
Alright, fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Oh. That is not a bad idea.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You
Ah,
have
fuck!
really let yourself
Again, are you serious?
It has happened again.
Another fit of criminal rage.
I don't remember.
The words to the song.
No.
And
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Oh, God.
Stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Why is my bill so bad?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
The measure thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over.
I don't
using some
appreciate
remote
all this
controls.
sarcasm, mañana.
Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure we don't. At least not all of those things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
He pats the end of his nose with his index finger.
something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grove him. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
He tips his beret and concludes, "You're welcome."
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
But that is just. Ugh. How about you? Do you have anything to say about this thing? You were telling me about him.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Nice aggression with the native, huh? Again, we know he's not a scav leader. That is not a great way to...
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion again, Jen Luck up there.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Oh, don't bullshit me. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, do I have anything else in my game? I really don't want to subscribe to his stupid theory. Ugh. Fine. Fine. I'll see one last time what is the percentage. If it is not great, I'll just not do
Your race
it.
descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Okay, Measurehead. I am new in this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
Whisper, this is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You
I'm
are
right there with you,
obviously a
Kim.
liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education?
Well, let's see. Who are the heroic races? What is the superior genetically cranial type?
Those are the Simones,
Of course.
the Areopagite,
Of course.
and the Occidentals.
Oh,
Excluding the
oh, just on the
Mao,
tip of my
of
tongue.
course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
I don't even think I processed any of what he said. Who exactly are the Mon?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and
I knew a
the
girl from
Kyrgyzstan.
Orenice, the
My
blonde girl.
people simply call them Maun.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Huhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clocks, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay, we were talking about the heroic race. Stop bringing the RNAs like that. He's really obsessed with this lactose intolerant little thing. Okay, got it. Who are type A then, in your views?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, They are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He drew his fingers across his face. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're gonna tell me all about it.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
El mariachi. And who are this? Stop talking about my Latino brethren like that. And who are the Seminese and Areopagites on this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
And the Seminese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulembuir on Ile-de-Fontaine.
And as we already established, you're a fraud. You're not really from there. You were born here. And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile-Maran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile-Maran to Ansuland. Thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place.
Wait, didn't Il-Maran desert pygmies invent alcohol and get pillaged just a short while ago?
When the Il-Maran spilled by my people and then alcohol happened and all that?
No, those were scimitar-wielding race losers of Zahravar, Izzet, and Bashir, with their Himmi servants. Big difference.
Big difference!
The Areopagites were fasting and conquering while this happened. You never penetrated the western dunes.
Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's so deep.
Jean, baby, you're on fire.
The young woman looks adoringly.
I know, bae.
And what's the difference between the two?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silently, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Nature was not capable of more. Stop agreeing with the guy. Well, tell me about Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
You said Khoikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Jesus.
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Are you talking about the Irish?
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
You know what? I will say this is a caricature of actual people that actually exist and actually have unironically thoughts like this. And the Vacheliers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
Okay, my encyclopedia says that's wrong. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
I heard about this revolution. Mistake was made, but it was the right stuff. You're wrong about it.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
He nods, satisfied with the outcome. Okay, so what is the vile CF race cauldron of pederastry, please?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
That doesn't make any sense.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
So if a woman, there's Miske and the father Semenese, they produce a kid, they can produce another kid. But if the other way around, they just don't. It's impossible to have a kid. That is not how that works.
It's unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Maybe I have misunderstood something, but aren't a human too similar to produce genetically sterile offsprings?
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
Yeah, well, I think I missed that class on school.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Might as well.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and great servility. This will never happen. The Simonese and the Khoikhoi may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Khoikhoi woman or Khoika.
Ugh.
But enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type F. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
This guy keeps going deeper and deeper into the fucking earth. Ugh. Now we've been through all the time to understand advanced rear theory.
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me to the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
I'm afraid that if I decline, I might not be able to undo it. You know? Like, would I be able to just come back and be like, you know what, I changed my mind. Let's do it. That was my fucking thought. Do I have any other thoughts? Almost complete. Damn, they still lack so many hours yet. Hold on, do I have even like a point? I know this gives me like a thought. I think. Nah.
Lost, though. Buckled away at the last gate. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease.
Man, I don't want to fucking punch in again. That's not gonna work. All right, let's just go around. This has been a disaster. This has just been a goddamn disaster. Yeah, let's stuck to this woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seemed to be browsing a good one. Point to the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Do people actually represent themselves like that? Like, oh, I'm just a working class woman. No weird way to present yourself. You could say, hey, hi, my name is, I don't know, Florencia, I don't know.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Well, I'm gonna disturb you because I have questions.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
That's a good question, Logic. Shouldn't be a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Thank you.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
He points to his sleeve. Good then. She refers her attention to the soggy books on the bookstand. Soggy books. Yeah, a library has books like this is the fruit stands. It was like raining and there's ice. Right? That cannot be good for the books. Do you need help help from a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where he could be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is that you don't really know where your husband is. Why I'm pestering this woman for no reason.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
She looks annoyed. Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks you straight into the eyes. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I mean, I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
Hush, baby.
What?
It's alright to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
She put her foot down.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Of course, maybe your children are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Her words came out quick as gunshots. Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where now where they are? Where are they?
Not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Oh, maybe I don't want to say that. Maybe they're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
Ooh, Jamrock, that's not a nice place, I think. I don't remember.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And could you describe me their appearances? Any feature that stands out? Something to make identifying it a little easier.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
It's for investigation. I'm just trying to be professional.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
She picks up the book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds pass by.
Okay, it must be asked then. What are you doing here? Why are you pursuing this? Is it a hunch?
It's absolutely a hunch. My soul and my brain, parts of my brain tingling. Maybe a cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
Alright, now I wanna say what?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
Oh. Well, alright, cockatoo's not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What do you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
I smell a quest.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
My soul animal or something. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip. Get that.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
Oh, God. Yeah, you know what? Give her a hug. Come here.
You step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks,
What is happening?
I'm giving you a hug.
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby.
Keep hugging her.
The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped between your chest. 5 seconds pass, and their passing seems so unimaginably long.
This is so awkward.
Then she coughs and says again,
What are you doing, officer?
I'm giving a civilian a hug.
Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the closeness. See what the feeling entails.
Hey, I hug whoever I please. I'm a hug monster now. Keep your eyes closed for a brief longer.
The feeling continues. Warm and comfy on the cold shoreline. You hear a question rising to the surface, trying to break the sensation.
Let it form.
So tell me, how does it feel to be close to someone, skin to skin?
It all comes together now. I was built to be close with other beings.
I wonder how long it has been since you last hugged someone.
Do I remember?
No, you don't. And it's better that way.
What do I remember?
Nothing. Don't come back here.
Damn. But I need to remember.
Oh my God. Why are you calling me? Stop calling me. Are you drunk again?
Oh, dude, that's my ex again. You know, I'm gonna keep them close.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you ever again. Stop calling me. Get lost from my life. You ruined it.
Officer, what are you doing?
A coarse female voice pulls out from your reverie. What are you doing? A wash of water hits the coast behind the figure. I had the strangest... I'm not even sure.
You had the strangest what?
She hasn't let go of your embrace. A glitch of sort. A strangest conversation. Something went wrong in my head.
It's okay. We all feel out of sorts at times. There you go, officer.
Something begged me to open my eyes. It was scary.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand what you're talking about.
But you listen. You're a good woman. I'm sure your husband and kids like you a lot.
We
Oh,
can
they
take a
should.
break if you're feeling unwell.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that
The
was
woman before you.
very strange. That was so weird. Oh my god. Hi. Talk with this
Hello,
lady.
sir. Step right
This
in.
little girl.
The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I am the law.
I know, sir.
She stamped her feet to feel warmer.
Yes, people get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
But I do like saying it, Kim.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I do like some board games.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Little girl, I know what a book is. Books are like very long letters with stories inside them.
Yes, that's exactly it.
That was a challenging encyclopedia check. Okay. I also know what a postcard is. It's a small cardboard picture that you can send to a friend or a loved one.
You got it, sir. What about board games?
Who cares about board games? No one. The police don't have time for... Nah, I like playing games with people's mind.
Okay, sir. This was all very enlightening. Can I help you with anything else?
Okay, she doesn't care. I went into a weird tantrum and I am ignored as usual. It's okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide, as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Oh no, the biographies of famous people. How could you miss that?
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
She's cold. You're cool. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
She doesn't know what to say.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Okay, better drink some. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
But isn't school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
Oh.
You succeed.
Oh, come on, you're not even a teenager. You're a kid. You should have fun. How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Ooh, a mystery. Curse? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
She looks for the right word. Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards of the window.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Well, of course you don't believe in that. Mr. Detective Kim Kitsuragi from the Precinct 41. Or whatever, Precinct whatever you were.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Enough about the curse for now. As we stroke our chin in curiosity.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Okay. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Is that bad? Point to your head.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Alright, and I am the law, so I should probably prevent that. Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Well, I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
How dare you? She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to the book on the cover, on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like Muller guy, then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looked like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning. Dark, arrogant, violent, likely overcompensating for something. He isn't even drawn right.
He isn't even drawn right. This is not how human shoulders work. The perspective is all wrong.
She examines the picture, trying to find whatever is wrong with it. She then shrugs and puts the book aside, unconvinced.
Look, I might be a wreck of a human, but I can tell you I can do some great policeman. That's just no way to cop. I can do it way better than Dick Muller.
Sure you can, sir. He's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you.
She smiled mischievously.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay. What is romance? Okay, we got a composure challenging. Okay, I'm going to do something now. It's, that's in the yellow. It's not very good in yellow. Sashi Skull is afraid of the curse. Maybe we need to talk a little bit more before we get into that. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiled at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Well, it could be about a lady and a man and a man, or, you know, something in between, you know? Also, what's money has to do with that too? What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
I like my ending dubious and bittersweet. What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
Well, the lady could be, you know, not pick anyone. Though I guess that would not make that much of a romance novel, I guess. Fair point. But what if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes.
Okay, you see, we start to think alike. That's a good thought, you know? The lady don't need no man necessarily, you know? Or doesn't have to pick a bad man. What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Well, sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
You can be happy and be poor. I mean, you know. What about a book where the man and the lady's business doesn't work at all? What do you mean business? I'm not gonna say that. That's enough romance for
Maybe
now.
some about other books.
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, redneck cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Yeah, like every auto help or get rich scheme fast. Reading those books doesn't make you readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
I mean, that's fair. Fame is for paid people. I have better things to do. These famous people sounds like a bunch of dorks.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, you heard me. Only losers waste their time with that garbage.
Isn't that kind of a childish thing for a grown-up to say?
When she grows up, and if she grows up to be clever, she'll discover there's no such thing as a grown-up.
If you grow up to be clever, you'll discover there's not such thing as a grown-up. I can agree with that. I am very down for that.
Okay, sir.
She doesn't know what to make of that, but she'll remember it.
She'll remember it like a fucking Telltale game. Who is that? Point at the woman browsing books.
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
She's your aunt?
No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot.
Why is she distressed?
I think she is a bad husband. Not very
I
nice
knew
or
it! I had to
helpful.
look about that. Composure. Okay, I'm going to deduce something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why?
Thank God I passed something. Hey, why do you keep your hand folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks wary.
She knows where this is going.
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them.
Come on.
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
I actually do that. You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
She shoots you a suspicious glance. Well, there were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Her eyes flashes with defiance. She's not impressed.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You want more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because your mother and the pressure she's putting you on. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Child labor in this working conditions. Chewing nails mean you're recycling your body material. Okay, this is an intense dedication, a way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. You're uptight because your mother is pressing you. Let's put pressure on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town.
It was okay, sir.
She's still got a rebellious streak. I like this kid.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine. Do better. Then do something about me.
You're quite sober.
She snapped back quickly.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Okay. Ooh, he has Kim, of course he has high composure because he wanted to laugh so bad at that. And you know what? I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
She rubbed her red nose.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
What are you missing? Okay, hold on. Just one more thing. I need suggestion. What do I have on suggestion? Do I have anything that might give me suggestion? Hey, I got this. That works. It takes a half life, but I mean, that's fine.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
What are you missing here? What does this feel familiar? It's high, and I know the law. She knows the law or whatever.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so do you know me? We met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
I mean, I was here for 3 days, so of course I talked to her. She swayed back and forth on her feet.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Well, thanks. I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Oh, the lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly realized something. Oh.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Yeah, I was just, it's just a play.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Ugh.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
No. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby. That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Electrochemistry. Shut up. I'm doing a sober run. So, why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I don't really like the detective deduction game anymore. Thanks. I learned something about myself today. Conclude.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Well, it seems that we got to talk about this lady, about this mystery, about this child. And we'll do that on the next episode. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be seeing each other on the next video. Bye-bye.